Thank you, Ashley. You're Elizabeth's student, right? She told me to go easy on you. But you're so good, I feel like I have to be hard on you. You've just, achieved so much with this piece already, and I feel like to take it to a higher level now, we're going to need to get into the nitty-gritty a bit. If this movement, to say nothing of the whole piece, but if this movement were a movie, what kind of movie do you think it would be?
A World War II movie?
A World War II movie, that's a perfect answer. Yes. I mean, absolutely. You can hear the tanks rolling. You can hear the men marching. You can hear the shots firing. And you can hear the violence and the danger in this, right from the start, right? How do we convey that even more? The thing about marching and the thing about machinery is that it just clicks relentlessly onward, right? No stopping it. The rhythm is hugely important in this piece. So, and for the most part, it was great. What you did was great. But occasionally, I could feel a little anxiety in your belly, and that pushed the tempo. And that takes us out of the war movie and back into this is a cello masterclass. And we want them to see the movie of World War II. We want them to feel that the whole time. That's our job as storytellers. So let's see if we can do that. Do you know where you may have started rushing? Towards the beginning?
After the double stops?
Yes, exactly. And even into them a little bit. Because you're like, oh God, they're coming, the double stops, oh God, oh no. And we can feel that a little bit. So fake it till you make it. Trust that you're gonna get it. You've done the hours of practicing. You're gonna be fine. Let's go from the top, if you wouldn't mind. We're totally in it yet. I mean, the stroke is great. The intonation's perfect. Could we play together, maybe? The violence is not overt. It's without. It's subdued. It's a dog snarling at you. It's speaking like. Okay, this is a bit of a personal story, but you can relate to it. Me and my brother were terrors when we were younger, and when our dad got mad, he didn't yell at us. He didn't shout. He got really quiet. And his jaw muscles started twitching like this. And it was the scariest thing. Who can relate? I mean, and that's much more terrifying, I think, than being too bombastic about it. So we need to feel that instead of thinking about what the next note we're going to play is. A little less bow. One of the nice things about cello is that we have a whole lot of tension here at the bridge, and it can be scary because it's you have the potential for that. But if you know how to play it just right, you can make a huge sound. Inch just above the bridge there. And I see you sort of in this land a whole lot of the time. Because you can't really make an ugly sound in this land. But you can't make that powerful of a sound in this land. So it's a trade-off. Are you gonna risk it with the ugly sound and go all the way? Or are you gonna stay in beautiful land? I don't think this concerto is beautiful land. That's the height coming up in the next piece. But this one, we need that extra gear. And so, let's from slowly. I'm so sorry to my teachers for that intonation. I haven't practiced this piece in 15 years. But slowly. Push yourself all the way to the bridge and do it nice and slowly. Slower. You're already losing core, I think. Let's go. Is excellent. It's like electricity. We really love to hear it. And if it just doesn't have the same kind of impact if you're up here. Okay, we can skip along now a bit. Could we go to the So do you see that there? on the bridge and play just about as loudly as anyone has ever played on the cello. If the beginning was a growling dog, this is now a rabid dog. We have his fingerings, by the way. You're doing something very safe. It's a convenient fingering, but it's not a musical fingering. Yeah? Does he take it back to forte there? Is that why you... No, he doesn't. He doesn't. It's still fortissimo. Yeah. I mean, you've penciled in a forte for some reason. Maybe you want to build up. That's understandable. That's understandable. Yes, I know what you mean to do. But it felt like it was like, like you were shy to say something. And that's not what this part is about. Let's go again from... That was much better. By the way, so because of your different physics that you've been using, this amount of bow speed is appropriate. What are the notes here? What are we playing? At that point, but up here, I'm using like 4 inches of bow. Don't need as much, and you get twice the power. It's kind of a great cheat code. But you can't, if you're up here, it doesn't quite work. So we need more concentration of bow. And then I just wanted to hit one last spot. Let's do the ending. From there, and a louder horn solo, please. May I request that? Yeah. Right from you know what? Let's do the build up because it's great. You see that? This is obviously the climax. It's such great music, rock and roll. Grotesque drunken thing in the piano. This sort of this chromatic, slimy. And then this whole last page, he's taking us down, 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 down. Diminuendo, mezzo forte, diminuendo, piano, all the way. The danger isn't there. It's just sort of in the distance. So how do we maintain that intensity while following the contour of the line, while getting softer, while going off into the distance? It's really complicated. It's wonderful. Music's great like that. It forces you to hold multiple things all at once and communicate them to an audience. Can we go from the viol to By the way, how's your left hand feeling up there?
A little tight.
A little tight. Yeah. Lifelong battle. Tightness. Let's start no vibrato once. We're just gonna work together for a second. Just these notes. Find it even. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, my aunt Chris says, Yeah, that's the sound. Yeah, and now, how would it feel if it were easy to play in the left hand? Always ask yourself that question, by the way. What would this feel like if it were easy? And then do it. It's a way of, the expression is fake it till you make it, right? And there is something, thank you, about that, about your body following your mind and your mind following your body. So if you tell yourself, oh, this is easy, your body will actually do it. It's kind of cool. Try it. What would it feel like if it were easy in the left hand? A little better. I still feel tightness. Even looser. Go crazy. Be like an old opera singer. Okay, now refine it just ever so slightly, but don't lose the suppleness. Yes. Almost perfect. And then the last thing is, I see on the is it quarter notes? Yeah, on the quarter notes you're losing that contact point a little bit. Again, I think I'm using a little less bow than you are, generally. But not. What would it feel like if it were easy? Pretend you're Steven Iserlis for a second. It's like, not a care in the world, flipping your hair all around. Right? Try that. Okay, maybe not try that. I was golfing once, and I'm a horrible golfer, but for one hole I was so frustrated. It's the most frustrating game in the world. And for one hole I was like, okay, I am Tiger Woods. And I hit the ball, and it perfectly went to the green, and it was like the most amazing thing. It's never happened again in my life, but sometimes it can work. That didn't work. With me. Actually, what's your head doing? Yeah, and I noticed a little bit of holding in your shoulder. Actually, mine's pretty loose. Like the big back muscle is is responsible for the bow, and also left hand to an extent. Try listening up. Yeah, but yes, and then using physics to your advantage.